So I was originally intending to do a short video about 5 ways in which Lauren Sanchez bagged a billionaire. What were her methods in marrying rich? But then I went and did my research, and there is so much, it's so fascinating. So I'll be doing an entire series, okay? And the first tip is use filters. Don't have filter derangement syndrome and don't be natural if you want to marry rich. Yes, she used filters to get Jeff Bezos. So how did she do it? Lauren Sanchez was married to the head of one of the most powerful Hollywood agents who knew all the right public relations people. So she wanted Jeff Bezos to think that she's something. So she basically hired a top media relations firm, and what she did, same firm that Kim Kardashian used. And what Kim Kardashian does is she pays them and they take, fake paparazzi shots, and then they Photoshop them to the max, okay? And then they sell them, or they give these shots actually for free to entertainment agencies in exchange for this or that favor. And then when she became more famous going out with Jeff Bezos, then she really worked that they not only Photoshop her physical image but the stories. So the powerful PR agency said, okay, we'll give you more access to this or that, we'll give you more filtered and photoshopped photos in exchange that you would be quiet about any negative story about my client, or reduce the number of negative stories if it's everywhere, okay, but just like be more positive. So this created a curated image of Lauren Sanchez as desirable, and Jeff Bezos fell for this image. Also, Lauren Sanchez had reportedly 6 chest enhancement surgeries. She does not believe in the lie of looking natural, okay? Right? And so her yoga instructor said that when she is having physical relations, she told her that she uses makeup on any surgery scars. So one thing I don't do is be intimate with my husband with body makeup, but that's something Lauren Sanchez does. There's always a filter around her. Because who wants a natural woman? A loser who cannot afford to get something better. So filter derangement syndrome ladies are just broke losers. When I talked about this on my wall, one lady said that she has an elite mentor and who's a socialite who married up well, and she posted her photos and her social media, and this lady said, take that down. She said, why? I said, you have a pimple. Go and there's so many apps that can help remove this thing and remove that pimple from the photo. Then put back up. Look your best. There are even ones that will improve your makeup. Go find one of those apps and just put your best photos. Be a catfish. I mean, don't look so different from your natural photo that it's ridiculous and everyone's laughing at you. But I do post sometimes when there is good lighting and I look good naturally. I will post an unfiltered photo, but that's because, you know what? I'm a former Miss Universe finalist. I work a lot on my face. And my husband spent a lot of money on my face. That's why sometimes with good lighting, I can look natural in an unfiltered photo, right? In a photo without any editing, that is. So lighting is a filter and editing software is a filter, okay? Photoshop, you know, and all the video editing programs, they're all filters, okay? Anything that's a high quality professional production, it's all a filter, or you would not watch it. To sell you something, they enhance the photo. Even the ring light I'm using is a form of a filter. The software, the editing software I'm using is a form of filter. Sure, it's cheap because, you know, I don't sell scam courses and I just do this as a hobby. But, you know, someone like Anna Bay will have a much more expensive software. And that too is a filter. Kim Kardashian's PR agency sent photos photoshopped almost beyond recognition. They do this regularly, that are staged to look like paparazzi photos, and they sell them to the newspapers, and in exchange, oh, I'll hook you up here or there. Very much like lobbyists. So Lauren Sanchez created a perception that she's popular and in demand using filters, and so can you. So don't get filter derangement syndrome, but instead make sure all the photos you put up are the best versions of yourself, and don't listen to bullies who tell you to look natural, because they're out there to sabotage you. If a bully or anyone says embrace what God gives you, it means they don't want you to look your best. I saw Lady of the Night bully people say, look natural, use what God gave you. And I could tell her whole body and face was all plastic surgery from Miami and Korea. She had all the Korean job, like the whole thing. She looked like a doll. And she was telling women who had not had plastic surgery, look beautiful, natural. I thought, what a bully. And I blocked her. She added me because she's wearing all these beige, and I thought, oh, I was so sad for her with her sad beige wardrobe. And I thought, okay, I'll look past what she does for a living. And if she wants a consultation, I don't judge. So look your best instead of natural, and edit all your photos to make them look like the best version of you. Then eventually, that'll be what he sees. We see people not as one image, but as a composite of images. So why not add some favorable images in that composite? That creates the impression of your beauty. I have far more tips on how Lauren Sanchez hacked social climbing and banked the ultimate billionaire. I might not agree with everything she does, everything she wears, but I do find her strategy brilliant, and stay with me. So follow my series on tips from Lauren Sanchez on how to marry a billionaire and win at life. Please like or hate, share and subscribe. Arrivederci.